And we're live.
And we are live. How is it going?
Good. Just making some apple juice popsicles over here.
Nice. And James Coleman first in the comments. It says, hey guys, happy Halloween. Did you check out the Age of Prime's Megatronus, the Fallen, and Studio Series Scrapper and Bone Crusher?
I saw those just recently on a YouTuber of mine, Stellarus Prime. He just did a review on all the new stuff that came out. And, well, I'm 100% buying the Studio Series A Dark of the Moon Q.
Nice. A lot of people have been sharing the Constructicons that are supposed to be coming out next year. And there's 2 videos of them that they've shown so far, and they do look pretty impressive.
Yeah, except for Bone Crusher.
Well, what are your thoughts on Bone Crusher?
His entire upper chest is removed. They moved it completely up.
Ah, okay.
It's not centered. It's not centered. Search up a picture of it. If you search up a picture of his G1 versus the toy and versus previous toys, the previous toys might have done it a little bit better besides Energy. There's for your courage, and well, Mr. Magnus is showing.
Am I good? Is the audio good, or can you? Am I?
You're muffled.
All right, one moment.
All right.
How have you been, Mr. Magnus?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
We're all recuperating from last night. It was a good party.
How about now?
Perfect.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Yeah, so many things have been revealed this week, and I haven't even organized like a run through of them.
Mm-hmm.
What are you getting for your courage? Are you getting the 86 Devastator, or are you getting a Dark of the Moon Q? I'm going to Q.
No, I want the Fallen that they just showed off because
the Fallen I want.
Yeah, because I was like I read Dreamwave last year. I like the version where he's a living furnace that's on fire all the time, and I was like, I know they're making one because they leaked it, and I was like, I hope he looks like the old Dreamwave one, but what are the odds? He probably doesn't, and then he does, and it's just fully that one.
Mm-hmm. That's really interesting and all, but y'all should talk about how we're married instead.
Yeah, there we go. Check that out.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's the honeymoon?
Yeah, we were in Niagara Falls. It turned out it was really fun.
Right on. Congratulations.
I just wanted to know if they were gushing about me. Y'all gushing?
Yes, they were gushing.
Okay, good. I want all the highlights of my gush later.
Yeah, I said the thing I missed the most about the day I got married is I would walk down the street and people would say congratulations to me. I think we should bring that back.
Yes.
Yes, please.
The Cruisers Motorsports hiding in the comments says, "Congrats, my friend."
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, they did. Yeah, heck of a transition, eh? We were laughing. They made a version of the guy from the comics I read. I'm absolutely grabbing that guy.
Also, Decepticitty, how you have the other snacks. Today, I just made popsicles.
What is that?
Popsicles. I got put them into the freezer and cold.
Oh, right on. What flavor?
Apple juice is my favorite.
Right on.
Nice.
Apple juice popsicles.
Yeah. Oh, you know what happened today? Maybe this is probably the most obvious thing, but this is a public service announcement. Apple cider, like farm fresh apple cider. She's laughing back there.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's sealed, you got to put that in the fridge. You know why? Because if you don't, even if it's sealed, it ferments and then it explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I've never had that happen.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I was like, I don't have room in my fridge right now. It's sealed. I'll leave it out until there's room in the fridge. I was making dinner tonight. I was just like, what is that exploding sound behind me?
No, one thing that some people don't know, apple cider and baking soda is quite a cleaning solution.
Oh, really? Maybe I should have... I mean, I dumped it after that, but...
It's never happened to me, but I've had apple cider and apple juice left out over, like, days already opened. It's never done that.
Mm,
Maybe you just had a bad batch of apple cider or apple juice.
maybe. Like I said, it was sealed. That's why it wasn't in the fridge. I'm just gonna
I'm
say.
now gonna pop these into the freezer carefully so they don't
James
explode.
Coleman says, when I was doing some Christmas shopping, I was at Staples and I found a Hot Wheels Transformers Bumblebee, and it was one left.
That's
Oh. Like
Oh,
that is okay, because I looked into that because I kind of wanted one. That is super rare. Hang on to that. It's like the Hot Wheels equivalent of like one per case, but there's like so many Hot Wheels cars in a case that it's like good luck finding that.
crazy fine. As if you found that. Of course, you're gonna find that at Staples.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like that's where I should be. That's where I should be looking, like weirdo locations.
Staples are good places.
Ross has a bunch of good stuff there. Usually they have a bunch of leftover stuff. There's a bunch of videos how people were finding Galaxy Shuttle there.
And James says, congratulations to Anthony, and also says, hey, Micah and Alana, and also says, apple juice popsicles, awesome. No, going back to what he mentioned in terms of the Hot Wheels at Staples, it's interesting how odd stores are just picking up and selling anything. Because I know in one of the Facebook groups, a lot of people were talking about picking up Gundam characters and certain other things at Canada Computers. And every time they kept mentioning it, I was surprised because I get a lot of parts from there. But when I go in, I only see computers.
Yeah,
So-
you know what? We found Gundam kits when we were in like Michael's Arts and Crafts getting like decorations for the wedding, and we were like, "Why is there Gundams here?" But there was.
Interesting.
Go to
US,
Hobby
that's the
Lobby.
US
Hobby
thing.
Lobby has a bunch of model kits.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the U.S., if you want a good model, you go to Hobby Lobby. You go to craft stores.
And another thing from sorry.
Well, see that makes sense. Although in Michael's, they weren't really doing Gundams before. Again, they were just really crafts up until like the model cars that we all, would put together in the 70s. But one of the newer Canada computer stores near me, in the left side of the stores, there's a whole section on basically anime, and I'm like, that was never a thing in their stores before.
Yeah, you'll find things in weird places. For instance, so I go to there's a Sharp Shopper near me. It's the knockoff of Giant. If you Canadian people have it, it's a giant and it's a giant place. There's a few Sharp Shoppers around in the U.S. They usually get the leftover stock from bunches of stores basically, and you'll find a bunch of crazy old stuff there usually. And another like in places you can find random Transformer stuff there, it's Ross's in Burlington. I've seen a bunch of videos made on, or GameStop for instance, mainly the ones in the malls. It's a bunch of crazy places.
Cool. Jess says, please continue to gush over our wedding, please.
Yeah, I need to dig this up, but there are images of Micah, and they're extremely blurry, cryptid-like images where he has two glowing orbs in his hands.
I have a cool image. I'm gonna see if I can save it to my computer and share it of like where we were sitting at our desk. But I do have the dinosaurs. I think they're downstairs. But Micah has one in the screen.
Did you say dinosaur?
Cephalosaurus.
Yeah.
So the theme was so well done. This is my space dinosaur. I think Cephalosaurus, I believe. This was like the thing when I was a kid. Like this was the new dinosaur. So like this was the coolest dinosaur at the time when I was growing up. So that's so cool. I got this one, and it was like a space theme. So Spin was like handing me orbs.
Talk about
and
dinosaurs.
was dancing. And,
Yeah.
such a great time. Oh! I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
Grimlock
Power
has
of the
a
Prime.
Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that with Grimlock, or you could do this even. I back in my childhood days, I just call this souped up Grimlock, or his beast form, you could say. So you just do this, and this is the Power of the Primes one. So you get this beefed up, angry, volcanicus human being.
Interesting.
A little
With
bit of
a
an
custom
underrated
hand
figure,
head.
this one. Yeah, very cool.
Cool.
I'll have an image for you in a second.
Oh, and James says, I intend to, Anthony, and hopefully in the future, I hope to get Dan Givian's autograph, and I'm keeping it in the package.
Oh, that's a clever idea. Yeah, while you were talking, I was quietly locating every single thing that got revealed over the last week via TFW.
Yeah, there is quite the amount of news.
We got 8-Blink, we got A6 Galvatron, we finally have all 3 of the dreads, except we're gonna just we're just gonna say that what was his name? Crankcase never existed, and we're just gonna say Berserker was the actual other dread, and he survived Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, the two things from yesterday that most interested me. First of all, we sort of knew this was coming, but it's good to have it confirmed. Rise of the Beast Optimus, who, if you'll recall, was hard to find exclusive, is getting a regular...
It's getting reissued by Studio Series.
Yeah, like just in a regular box, so everybody that couldn't find one is going to get one.
I'm buying it.
Yeah, and the other thing is they're doing Bumblebee over. This, the VW one from the Bumblebee movie, which I have the previous version of here, they're just straight up making a new one, and they've never done that before in Studio Series. They're like, this one didn't turn out too great. I mean, I like it, but I know a lot of people don't. They're like, we're just making a new version that's a little more movie accurate, a little more proportionate. Still a VW.
Did you paint yours?
No, this is actually the premium finish version.
Oh,
so
the premium finish one. I've never seen it.
Yeah, so he's just a little fancy. That's how much I like him. I had the fancy version.
I brought the 2-pack. With the other one.
With a dropkick, yeah.
Not the dropkick one. I bought the one with the TLK Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, where he has a rusty deco.
Target.
Yeah.
So the Target exclusive one where he gets the Transformers the Last Night Bumblebee where he's super nice and finished up. There's been a bunch of reissues.
Yeah, so I wonder if I can, because this is a fancy new program. I wonder if I can share screens. Let's see if that works.
The option is there, and I do have the link that Deceptikitty brought up, but just before I get to that, let's see if I can get to the images from our group.
Yeah, just before I came on, I saw a video from Broman, Slight Podcast, and they Hasbro did a reveal with some really cool CGI animated videos of Scrapper and Bone Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, actually, Mr. Magnus also shared those videos too. Let's see if I can...
Yeah, the Devastator reveal.
Yep.
Now that's not really my thing, but I know a lot of people are excited about them taking another crack at Devastator.
He's as tall as Menasor. Somebody on Facebook, my dad showed me an image. The like the ankles of not the ankles, his like upper thighs meet up. They're less shorter than the original Combiner Wars Devastator, which I think is the worst thing they could have done because he needs to be taller than the other Combiners.
Is he? He's a little taller than Menasor because they did they showed like a gray prototype next to him.
Well, he's a little taller, but he's supposed to be over his head taller.
Is he?
We want some Yeah, if I'm correct in the G1 episodes, he's overhead tall.
Really, I thought he was the same size, but it's been a while since I watched them. And also, the thing that I always think of whenever people talk about scale or animation accuracy, love the G1 cartoon. It's not big on consistency.
Very true, it's not big on consistency, but we have problems such as Bumblebee getting giant horns for an episode that we finally get to meet Chip.
Yeah. And good evening to Leanne. Thank you for being a guest.
Hey, Leanne.
Ooh, my towel's about to die. I need that.
If I can...
And since we're also on the topic of Transformer costumes, Animated Lockdown, I think, will be a next year project, unfortunately.
You gonna put yourself on stilts to make you tall like he is?
No, I'm gonna get platform shoes.
Oh, all right, that works just as well. Oh, there we go. There we go.
What is
Yes.
the Decepticon? You look nice in a suit, but like it's a little too blurry.
There you
That's
go.
why all of his photos look like that because he was moving. So he's just. That's why I said he was kind of like a cryptid.
And also, why is he holding a giant orb? Is that the spark extractor from Transformers Prime?
No. So one thing we did was we put planets at every table, and they were little glowing models. And they would like strobe and change colors, and just everybody once people started dancing, just decided to pick them up and start like chucking them around and things because it was neat.
They're so beautiful.
How breakable are those? Just,
They're
heads
pretty
up.
delicate, actually. So I had to figure it out, but it turns out they're 3D printed, and it's so that one I think is Jupiter. Wow, that's a great shot. Those dinosaurs kissing in front of the planet. Wow.
Oh, whose is that? And can you send it to me, please?
That's a great picture.
Who is this? That's
That's
I
my
don't
picture.
think that's supposed to happen.
Yeah, that was a picture from our table. So I just there was this picture I took, and then there's also a little video that we were just playing around with. So I'm gonna send that one to you as well.
All right, yes, please do. I'm trying to collect all the images I can.
I was so enamored by these orbs. And,
Yeah.
they were just so awesome.
You thought they were the next transformation cog to make you become a Dinobot.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, as we get back to
I did transform with those orbs.
Yeah.
and speaking of also about like the stilts thing, I keep seeing this ad on my tablet of this entire meme of the Liberty Mutual stilts meme. I keep seeing it.
Oh yeah, those are the first two Constructicons that were being shown, Scrapper and Hook. One thing that they did say, they had one of the
you mean Scrapper and Bone Crusher?
Oh, it says Scrapper and Hook unboxing, unless they mislabeled them here.
Yeah, they mislabeled that.
I would believe it. I have trouble. I can tell their vehicle modes apart because each one's pretty unique, but once you get to their robot modes, sometimes I mix them up.
That is interesting that they said Scrapper and Hook, because the videos showed Scrapper and Bone Crusher.
Yeah, the website probably goofed because they were probably trying really hard to get this down as the video was going live. So,
but do you guys see what's up with Bone Crusher's chest? Do you see that?
Bone Crusher's on the left, right?
Yeah, Bone Crusher's on the left. His chest is very weird.
Actually, that's how the G1 Bone Crusher is. That's almost identical.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I'm too used to the Combiner Wars one then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at Bone Crusher and Scrapper here, that's almost identical to their G1 toy figures. Just this is more of an updated version of it.
Yeah.
Posability. So this is the next. What is it? Missing link.
Yeah.
Almost.
One of the
you see just the fingers in the picture.
Yeah. One thing I found interesting that they called out in the video, I believe, is they have like a really tight release timeline for these guys because they learned from how difficult it was for everybody to complete Venusaur because of how long it took for all his parts to come out. Right. So they had like a timeline there of when each guy is available for pre-order, even though they haven't like shown them all of them.
Well, they did.
I'm buying all of them.
Yeah, I don't remember if it's in one of the videos or one of the posts, but I did come across it somewhere, and it showed all 6 of them, and it showed basically whichever months for next year that each one of them is expected to be released.
Scrapper and Bone Crusher in April, Hook and Long Haul are in July, and then in September is Scavenger and Mixmaster. If I'm correct.
Yeah. Oh, one tiny little thing that nobody except me is going to care about. These new packages they're showing off, they don't have numbers anymore.
No!
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I'm going to have to paint them on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that was part of the fun, actually, is collecting them on a number system.
Yeah.
And, well, we can see they're bringing back the plastic casing finally. But
you know what happened? One of the other things that was revealed over the last few days, Studio Series 86 Galvatron, he has the same number as 1986 Optimus. They're both 8631, so they goofed and then they decided no more numbers, apparently.
Okay, so it's just because of that we lose our numbers, and also for
That's
courage, I'm
unfortunate.
not going with
Yeah.
tall stands like this in this meme.
Oh, nice.
I'm
I
not
saw
making
some-
myself actually scale to actual to lockdown.
Yeah, I'm just gonna find a picture of the fallen here so that we can just all bask in his glory because
Yeah, here's the
gosh.
scraper.
So dope. That looks like Autobot City from the movie.
These remind me of back during Generation 2, they did toy commercials for the reissues of the Constructicons, and those commercials were CGI, and this is reminding me of them really hard.
Which, actually, looking at these video clips, I wonder if they're going with the GoBots puzzler engineering, where as a combiner, it's actually built into the character and you don't need additional pieces.
They did say that, at least about the legs here. Like, he doesn't have foot pieces, so the ankle is a part of him.
Alright, so this one's Scrapper. So I'm going to pull up the other one in a moment.
I got a meme.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody noticed this in the G1 episode.
Did that happen? Oh, cool.
Yeah, that happened. This is in Roll For It, the episode that Prowl needs Chip can help him control.
Where's my Bumblebee with a head that looks like that?
Yeah, totally.
That right there reminds me of either Hearts of Steel Bumblebee or some type of monstrosity of Bullhorn, the bull from Predacons.
Yeah.
And let's have the other
Called
video.
G1 animation errors.
Yeah, there
Love
we go.
'em.
Yeah, this is straight up reminding me of the old G2 ads because with their bad 90s CGI. Except this is good.
Very much. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I don't know if that much forearm is hidden in that little body somewhere. That's some hella engineering.
Yeah. Well, they said like they aren't doing like an exoskeleton like they did with Menasor, so I think it's all built in.
Really?
They're going back
Because
to the old combiner technology.
Mm-hmm.
Long
That
Haul
forearm's
and
almost
Hook,
as big as him.
Long Haul and Hook, who make up kind of like the center of Devastator,
Yeah.
they're being released. They're both Voyagers. They're being released as a 2-pack for $89.99,
Yeah.
which is more than the typical Voyager. So that's under the presumption that there's like probably like a lot of accessories that are coming with that 2-pack.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
I'm gonna buy on my own, basically. I'll have my parents buy me the other two because they're a lot cheaper. They're just $50, so $50 in a different month and $50 in another different month. But yeah, that 2-pack I'm gonna be buying solidly on my own. There's no way my parents are willing to give me that much.
Cool. They catch up on the comments. Just Jupiter says there are only 3 planets that you could tell what they were: Earth, Jupiter, and Saturn. The rest, no clue.
Yeah, we just kind of guessed. They were all.
The other moons of Cybertron.
Yeah.
We were Jupiter. That was so cool. We were like, "Where's the storm? Where's the eye there?"
And there it was.
There it is.
Where's the asteroid belt?
And James says the globes of different planets represent the cosmic community.
Mm-hmm.
Just says, forget Bone Crusher and talk about Bone Saw.
Yeah.
Huh?
From Spider-Man,
Oh,
Okay.
a.k.a. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Bonesaw.
For the next 3 minutes, you're mine, or whatever it was.
3 minutes!
There you go. Yeah. Let me.
This, if anything, if I had to say anything, this is technically one of the last toys we have out there with the A6 logo. A6 gonna be might have gotten the last hurrah plus the Optimus.
And Galvatron.
And Galvatron. So yeah, anybody who bought that, they better be lucky because I bet next thing they're gonna do is start reselling these guys, but without the numbers.
Yeah.
So exactly what is the story with the Galvatron? Because it's kind of a lot of people are having comments in terms of this new Galvatron.
So it is
Repaint.
It is the Kingdom one again, just repainted. It's
Okay.
supposed to be like slightly more animation accurate. I can't tell at a
Yes.
glance. Like,
I've seen in-person shots of it. I have a friend of mine who gets to have the early releases. He's one of the helpers at Hasbro.
yeah,
He sent me images of it. I unfortunately cannot show him, but he showed me videos of how they look,
yeah,
and they look extremely good. And I'm buying this. When is this coming out? I need to
yeah.
buy this right now.
This is the Fallen, which I wanted to show off, and this guy looks incredibly cool, and he is on fire, like
That
he's
is-
supposed to be.
Yeah, that's
This makes me
awesome.
wanna throw away the Fallen.
And you can see right above him, that's the new line after Legacy, Age of the Primes.
Got it,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, after this, I have to share an old stop motion of mine because why did I not think about buying another Fallen?
Give me a nice robot mode shot here somewhere.
We got
Yeah,
a good tank mode.
there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks kind of like it looks kind of like a furnace. Like that's
Yeah.
it's not 100% the comic guy. Like they're doing their own spin on it, but like the head is the comic guy, the fire is the comic guy. This is
Wait.
really excellent looking.
They made Megatronus Prime before the Transformers 1 Megatronus Prime. Now that sucks.
No.
This is what I'm going to have to buy and turn into Transformers 1. So this is how I'm going to have to play it out. Great.
See, I'll admit, I was never a fan of that because the Fallen, when he was originally created back in the day, the thing was like, because he was like the original heretic, like the original betrayer, his name was stricken from the record, so nobody knew what his name was. And he was so impossibly ancient that there was nobody alive who knew what it had been. So that was the idea behind it. And nowadays they're like,
We have
oh, it's
Megatronus.
yeah, they're like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
Megatronus.
Megatronus. Megatronus was his name, and I'm like, you're not supposed to know. It's supposed to be a mystery. He's supposed to be ancient and unknowable.
Nice.
Well, I mean, in Transformers 1, we get the Icon records, and it says
Yeah.
all the names.
Yeah, a
So
different
what's up with
continuity.
What's
Well-
up with the? I forget what his name is. It's one of the primes. It's one of them that looks like a spider.
Onyx,
Yeah, Onyx Prime. What is up with him?
he's the prime of beasts. A lot of them are like the primes of something, so he's like the prime of beast formers. Let's ignore the fact that Alpha Trion changes into a lion. It's supposed to be Onyx's thing.
Well, in terms of the storyline going changing from the Fallen to Megatronus, was
Yeah.
that a fan based storyline, or did the comics and writers actually incorporate that?
No, it's from it's from the official writers. Like when they made the aligned continuity, like Transformers Prime and stuff. That's when they fleshed out the 13 primes and like actually named them all because they existed before then, but we didn't know who they all were. And that's when they decided his name was going to be Megatronus. And a lot of people disliked that. I was not a big fan, but I mean, it works in like for Transformers 1, it works because they're not like ancient. They were alive within living memory. But like this guy here, this guy from the original Dreamwave comic, like his thing was like, we don't know anything about him. We don't even know his name. Nobody knows his name. He's 10 jillion years old.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking of like
Decacycles. That's
older-
Transformer language.
Yeah.
like older TV shows from like the 70s and 80s, and over the years, people creating like fan-based wikis and stuff, and almost in a sense creating an entire backstory for TV shows. Whereas like as a kid, we saw the characters and how they interacted and stuff, but there was never a backstory. But then fans will create these wikis of like, well, this character's parents and this and that and their cousins and all this.
Yeah,
and
the
like,
parents thing
like
I
a
don't get
whole
with the
huge,
Transformers.
Yeah.
story to like this show, and I'm like, the writers back then never even thought about this.
Eh,
Hound's thing was confusing when he said my dad never even called him. That got me confused.
the good thing is the Transformers wiki like is run by people that like make sure that nobody's inventing anything because they know that it's a known thing that the writers and the designers and everything look at it and use it as a resource.
Right.
So they're like, even though this is unofficial, we got a mandate to make everything like accurate.
That's going to be changed because I'm the person who thinks and innovates ideas. So that's going to be changed.
Get ready to be smacked down by the moderators as soon as you try to edit anything. I don't even mean that in a bad way. Like they have
I'm
that
Tony
stuff.
Stark.
Like,
And James says
I don't think
plastic
I
windows
took
are
this out.
back, and also says the GoBot puzzler looks like a car version of Mighty Orbots, and the Predacon bull's name is Tantrum.
That's a very bad call.
Mm.
Speaking of Baver stuff, Hot Rod repainted.
oh, that's the old Hot Rod. But yeah,
I repainted his orange again, so it's nice and sharp.
that's
The
a good.
Ferrari was so hard to do.
Excellent. Jess is asking, did Transformers have Halloween episodes? Or was that only that
Oh, yeah.
one-off in Prime? Yeah, Animated had one because they all dressed up in costumes and stuff.
And
I don't
when we
remember.
had the Return of Black Arachnia.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the Halloween episode was about, but they were like, hey, it's Halloween and we're in costumes. I remember Bumblebee had a vampire cape and fangs.
Well, I would say the one
And Volca was a giant
borderline-
balloon.
Yeah.
The one borderline Halloween episode would be the one with Hoist and where they became like the movie stars. With,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, Hoist, Warpath, and a Sunstreaker.
Hoist Goes Hollywood, yeah.
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 Yeah,
And-
that was a confusing one.
And I think the Transformers Prime episode Jess is talking about is when like they be in the third season when
Zombies.
the zombie vampires.
Terracon breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terracon breakdown eating everybody, and then
Yeah.
we had Arachnid feast upon all of the Insecticons.
Yeah.
Which is a very cool story on how she ended up dying. That after everybody, like after they send out the call, Auto Troopers and other types of Autobot units start to return back to Cybertron. They send in a small group, including Vector Prime, not Vector Prime, Ultra Magnus, RC, Bulkhead, Bumblebee, plus some Auto Troopers, and surprisingly 2 Wreckers, Springer and Leadfoot. Yeah, it turns out Wheeljack's knowledge was wrong. Leadfoot did survive, and what happens is they find her and she is giant. Imagine Arachnid on steroids mixed with a giant, mixed with all the primes from Transformers Beast Wars.
When did this happen?
It's a weird thing. I had to search it up again. It's weird. It was all concept art images mashed together. I have to search it up quickly.
Oh, okay. So that didn't happen the show or anything.
It did appear
Oh,
on the
yeah,
show,
so that's
though
the new-
people wish it happened.
Yeah. So that's the new
Okay, that's
Bumblebee. Like I
nice.
said, it's a. Yeah, so they can't get rid of the door. The door wings can fold down a bit because we've seen like in-hand images from the show floor. So you can't make them fully go away because they got to go somewhere. But you can make them less visible than in the stock photo. But yeah,
So what's up with the tires?
what tires?
The tires under his arms.
Oh yeah, well they got to go somewhere.
Well,
Yeah,
they made it.
half-size.
So, I like this. I like this, though it's just confusing on some of the parts.
Yeah.
Though I like the new blade design. I'm happy they're going with that. Finally.
Yeah, basically they just like tweaked all of his proportions to make him look more like the guy in the movie, whereas the original guy was proportioned more like a normal Autobot carbot.
Or they're gonna do that guy from Fortnite soon because they're
Yeah.
talking about in Fortnite right now. They're about to do another Transformers reveal, and here's Hot Rod in his Ferrari.
Whoa, that was fast.
I transform these things fast.
Yeah.
As you can see, I repainted all the orange down on it, even up top, just not for the back windows.
Oh, nice.
And well, unfortunately, due to childhood mishaps, one of the windows broke. Well, the door piece. I repainted the back. I'm gonna repaint the tail lights next, so they're red. And after that, maybe I'll paint on the license plate, because it's just a blank abyss right there.
Yeah. So this is a page with the rest of the reveals.
Also, what do you guys think of my '86 movie chair?
Where? Oh,
Yeah, for the '86 shuttle attack, I don't have any chairs, so I just turned Grapple into a chair for Proud to sit on.
Right. His colors kind of match the ship.
yeah.
And well,
Improvise,
if I just
adapt,
take a
overcome.
And we just look here, basically. This is what I got with the grapple. This is what I got with it.
All right.
And so I just did this scene so far. And that was all I was able to do before the group.
I like that you have the camera angles and everything just like correct. Like I only saw a half second. Like I immediately recognized the shot that's a copy of.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
There's
Ape
Ape
Link,
Link.
who didn't have a robot mode in the movie, but they gave him one, and they gave him blades on a chain, which is amazing.
Or more like sights, because
Yeah.
they do look like sights if you stand them correctly.
Yeah, there's the alternate mode as seen in the shot that was in trailers and things where he pops those blades out.
You guys have heard of the YouTuber Prime versus Prime, right?
Yeah.
In one of them, it showed he had a battle-damaged arm, basically. Like, if he could remove his arm off. And I was confused.
Yeah. So
There's
there's
an accessory that comes with him. There's my cube. I'm buying it.
Dark of the Moon Q. The image is very squashed here because I think it's from somebody's phone of the presentation.
Yes, I'm gonna wait for in-house images.
Yeah. Warforcybertron Ironhide because they already did
I'm
Ratchet.
buying it.
Yeah.
I love the colors of this art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are very vibrant.
And they're giving him a sniper. That's a first.
Yeah. Last Night Optimus with his big sword, or Age of Extinction Optimus, the same guy.
Yeah. My plan is when I go to the TFCon, my mom and dad, the day that we had the group, officially bought last week, officially bought the tickets. My goal is when I go there is to try and find an evasion mode Optimus, the like G1 colors one. And well, since they're doing that, the Transformers TOK Optimus, the funny idea was give him the sword and make him a knight in his G1 design, make it a G1 Prime.
And so here's another one that got unveiled. The
Mandalorian.
Yeah, they're doing a new Star Wars one. The Mandalorian, who changes into a Naboo starfighter.
Oh.
Yeah, there's his
Which is
mode.
actually a direct replica of his in-show appearance.
Yeah. Everybody's like, he doesn't come with a Baby Yoda figure, and everybody's like, what's
They
the
need
point?
to do it.
Yeah.
They need to do it because they gave him even the cockpit. Look at the cockpit again and like show an image of him in his jet mode.
There we go.
The bulb basically is where he's supposed to have his the Grogu.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I missed that episode. I stopped watching after a while.
Yeah. And the interesting thing,
Why?
one thing I like about him is his stand turns into a shield. Why can't they show me his robot mode? Come on, guys.
Maybe they don't want you to.
Work, damn you. Your requested content cannot be loaded. You try again later.
Wow.
Okay, let's see if it works for Hatchet. Let's see if the dog.
Oh my god. Let me just refresh this page. Yes, I'm human.
This is funny.
Yeah. All right.
Is it gonna work?
There we go.
Yes.
His-
Okay.
Your computer is being possessed.
He looks good.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
And so
Hatchet I'm
here's
excited about.
yeah. This guy was canceled. Remember, he was supposed to be a buzzworthy release, and so he's finally coming out there.
Oh, I see.
There's a talk that Hound will be a buzzworthy release finally, and he'll be a part of the final wave for buzzworthy Bumblebee.
Yeah. So, and we have Double Punch from one of the many Scorpions in Rise of the Beasts.
Mhm.
My dad and I both think that the bot mode is stupid, but the Scorpion mode's good.
Well, they made this up for the toy because he didn't transform in the movie. So,
I say this is better.
yeah.
Buy it for the Scorpion. Just buy. If you're buying it for the bot mode, you're just gonna turn that into a KSI Sentry.
Yeah.
It's unique.
There's the Galvatron in question, which is mostly apparently he's more accurate. This blue is more screen accurate than the kind of purpley shade of the Kingdom one. I don't really care.
Well, this one doesn't have that like
I'm gonna
muddy
buy it.
pink
I haven't
cap.
bought one yet.
Yeah.
I haven't bought a Galvatron yet, and it's so painful. I really want to have one. I'm not sure if I'll put him on my Christmas list because I want to buy him plus A6 Optimus just to do. That's
there it is.
the. Mr. Magnus, do you have the Legacy release of him, or do you just have one of them?
Yeah. So like he's more blue and less purple. That's the Kingdom one because it's got a little bit of battle damage on him. The Legacy one already took the battle damage off but kept the colors the
right.
same.
Right.
Yeah. So basically
Yeah,
he's
that's
more
why I'll buy him.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, on one hand, yeah, if you don't have one, I guess maybe you can get the new one. But on the other hand, they've released this guy like 3 times now. He's probably
Right.
find him really easy on the
Not
aftermarket if you
3
want.
times. They
Yeah.
released him another time. When I first
Yeah.
came here, you guys, the first time I ever came in here, with the group, basically, we were talking about what's his name, Straxus. He uses the same mold, just heavily redid.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's make that 4, and we'll now make that 5.
We're the Children of Primus, collectors in disguise, and within everyone within our collective, someone has a figure that's out there.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm about to soon get a huge hodgepodge of not mini, a huge hodgepodge of Transformers and parts, because I will be searching for parts there 100%.
Until Mr. Magnus is Unicrons, takes over.
Yeah.
Is this is that one of those
It's the Skywarp repaint.
Cybertronian Seekers?
Yeah, that's awful.
Oh dear.
Those look like such garbage.
I've heard a lot of these guys aren't great. the gamer edition guys. Yeah.
Well, not all the Gamer Edition guys are trash. The Optimus is good.
And now something that I don't know anything about. There's also a
Naruto.
Naruto crossover. I don't know. I was the exact wrong age for this. I don't know anything about Naruto. I don't know who these guys are.
These are the Airbenders.
Yeah, one's afraid.
I like
They
the
really
frog.
choose those?
Yeah, I think they look neat. One's
That's
a
the
frog.
Pikachu knockoff. And we
Great
got
Halloween colors.
Yeah.
What's the in animated, not animated, RID? Who's the green frog one in Transformers RID?
Spring Arm, something like that.
Springload. That's the KO knockoff of Springload and a KO knockoff of Pikachu and Raichu.
Wow.
I mean, cool if you're into it. I'm literally just like, I don't go here. I don't know this, but a lot of people like them.
Naruto was really big in Japan. People take it very seriously over there. So yeah.
Don't say in Japan that you hate Naruto, or else there'll be a mob. It's like there's this Transformers meme out there. You guys have all seen 2007 Transformers, right?
Yeah, of course.
So imagine Sam Witwicky is running from Megatron, but just replace that with you holding the last toy you need to complete your collection, and everybody else wants it. So Megatron is the giant crowd who wants it, and he's running away from them.
Yeah.
That's basically right there. And well, if anything, turn that into Naruto right there. You're getting mobbed with maybe more people than Transformer fans.
Yeah. Let me just find the big important image of prototype Devastator there. Where is he? There he is. All right. So that's our look at what the combined guy is going to look like. That's him next to Menasor.
Okay.
They took some inspiration from Combiner Wars. I can definitely tell.
Yeah. He's a little tall. Like you said, he is about a head taller. So if that's the scale, I think they got it. Yeah.
I can see a good image now. If he was a little taller, just mainly the legs, I think I'd consider this a near perfect Devastator.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee you somebody could make an upgrade kit that would add an extra.
Yes, upgrade kit, please.
Yeah.
I think they may be even interested to do that on purpose, just make it a little bit off scale, so that in the next time when they release Menasor as a studio series,
Right.
they could legitimize the purchase.
Yeah.
Wait, Menasor never could have been. Well, unless they so there's a bunch of if you guys have ever seen this, there's a bunch of old a bunch of old script pictures from the 86 movie. There's this image of the Combiners and the Decepticons attacking the shell that Optimus was in. And Menasor did make an appearance in it. So
yes.
So if that did happen, then maybe we'd be getting a reissue of Omega Supreme, Menasor, and a bunch of others.
Yeah, they're already putting games in studio series. Why don't they be like Scramble City was a direct-to-video feature, so all the Combiners now qualify for studio series.
Yeah, totally.
I'm waiting for my studio series concept art Breakaway and Warpath from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, a lot of people want them to do those weirdos that weren't in the movies.
Well, Warpath, in my honest opinion, should have been in the movies, and well, not to mention he was technically in 2007 for his Jeep appearance. His vehicle made on-site appearances, just was never in the movie. So it was another false rumor. Though I would have taken a Jeep as Warpath, and then he scams a tank in the later movie.
According to Artistan, there was supposed to be a scene in the movie where the combiners are fighting over the Ark with Omega Supreme, and
that made its way into the IDW did a new comic adaptation in like the 2000s, and they included a few extra pages where they had that happen. Literally, it's the bit with Blaster and Perceptor where they're like, did you get the signal out? I hope so, or we're going to look like burnt out toaster ovens. And then they continue the dialogue, and he says something like, okay, well, what about the Ark? Did you hear from that? And he's like, yeah, about that. And then they're all fighting outside the Ark. I don't think he literally says, yeah, about that, but that's the vibe,
Yeah, I think for me, I might have to try and do that, unfortunately, in Shatterglass, because, well, my Blaster, unfortunately, his face completely paint chipped, and I tried to repaint it in white. Yeah, that didn't end well. So I might have to buy another Perceptor and paint it into Shatterglass colors, along with cassettes, to have Shatterglass Blaster do that entire scene as a meme.
James
I
says,
wonder what's the status of Metro.
Well, James says some third-party company will make some upgrade kit for Devastator.
for sure they will.
Yeah. We actually know the status of Metroplex in the movie, and it's that his transformation cog was damaged. That's why he had to get it delivered once the show picked up. There was a nice little continuity patch to explain why he wasn't there.
Fair point.
Yeah.
So where would he be is the question, because if anything, I honestly thought he was the entire city. In my honest opinion, I thought he was the entire city since he could transform.
Well, they're vague about it, but the show tended to depict a...
Impactor, did you say that your blaster is messed up?
My Blaster's face completely paint chipped, the legacy one. You are too lucky, my friend. That's the 86 reissue.
Let me tell you something. Send me your address. This is yours. This is an extra.
Wait, what?
Send me your address and I will mail this to you. This is an extra one in my collection.
Hey, God, that's so generous.
Aww.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Hey Mom, I need you over here.
Just send it to me.
Wait till the stream's over. Don't dox yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send it to me in Discord.
Yeah.
I do not, unfortunately, have Discord.
Well, but you know what, Impactor, email me your address, and I'll send it to Mr. Magnus for you.
That'll work.
Okay, but I gotta tell my mom this quickly.
I like how I've been eating up our entire runtime just by going through all these reveals, which, to be fair, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This is only our Teletran 1 segment, because we will be ending this segment soon and jumping into our Teletran 2 segment. Toy Warp hiding in the comments says RAOK from Mr. Magnus.
We established what that meant before. We should know what that means.
But I don't.
I don't.
We should know this. Toy Warp had to explain this before.
This is true.
Are we all that? Okay.
It's old people.
Fair.
Bro, I don't remember what I did earlier in
Random
the day some
acts
days.
of kindness. Kindness.
That makes sense. There we go.
Yeah, totally.
I've talked over to my parental units. They said that is okay. I will send in information to you, Spin, to send over to Mr. Magnus. Thank you very much, Mr. Magnus. You do not understand how much this means to me.
No problem, man. That's what we're here for. You're one of us. So
we all look out for each other.
Thank you. And I have to say, thank you again for letting me into this group, because you have no clue how bored I'd be. No, seriously. If anything, I maybe would have lost my 15 more brain cells than now.
I hope you meet a lot of people at this convention.
Yeah.
This upcoming weekend.
I'm definitely going to be meeting a lot of people. If anything, there's been talk about a bunch of transfer YouTubers I hang out with on my other things I do, basically, that might be there. So if anything, it'll be a meet and greet for my other YouTuber friends in the stop motion world.
Yeah, totally.
It started in
Auctions.
the Facebook options when buyers would bid on a toy and then give it to another bidder. Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, the alright. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Cool.
Cool. It is amazing. Thank you, Leon. And
May I share one final stop motion of the night?
Oh, please. I love
Yes.
those.
yeah, share it because we are about to end this segment. But yeah, share what you have for this week.
So this is unfortunately the only one I was able to get done. So it's a Transformers 1 scene. You guys have
Oh.
all seen Transformers 1, right?
Yes.
So you remember the scene
times.
where Optimus and Bumblebee transform to go after Arachnid, and Bumblebee does a corkscrew to transform into his vehicle mode?
Yes.
So that's what I did, basically.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
That's smooth.
Yeah.
Except with the G1 box.
Mm-hmm.
And well, to just also finish this off, another wonderful thing. So thanks to time and patience, editing the Soundwave stop motion was a complete success.
I like how they're all different bots, but you made it look like feasible. Like one's a
I
data
don't-
disk. Yeah.
One's a data disk, one's a normal one, one's a different one.
Yeah.
Tomato.
And
But yeah,
James,
more 86 stop motions are to soon come because, well, in my previous months, so when I first got I had almost.
Hang
no
on,
joke
I have
with
to correct myself. Impactor, this is my extra one,
Oh, there you go.
the Kingdom one.
All right.
oh, very cool.
And you use
I mean,
it. I
it's
mean, it's
still
just,
the same.
it's basically the same.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still the same. I already know that.
Yeah.
Well, as we about to round up this segment, James says over to the Impactor, says, hope you have a great time at Baltimore Impactor. And Leanne G also says, great job, Impactor.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So for everyone who's in our comments and to you guys, like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and always thank you guys for coming out, as this is our technically our all ages Teletran 1 segment, and
We have the adult one for all the others.
that is correct, which will be starting at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So again, thank you to all you guys who came out, and to all our one.
Till all are one.